listen to it, if you had listened to the other podcast and all that stuff, the beginning has this all the numbers loading screen and all that stuff, so you're kind of just going straight into it now. It's not like this whole.
Oh, you might have to take a selfie.
Oh, go ahead, take a selfie, be pretty and all that stuff. Use it. If you're taking a selfie, support us. But
Yeah.
but then again, don't put it on the podcast because the podcast is supposed to be nameless. People
Oh
should.
no, this is just for my WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, go hard.
Nah,
Podcast.
I real private though. Like people who on my WhatsApp now is like how much, like 30 people.
Hey, that's still 30
I think I
followers.
have a new number. You know to have a new number.
Yeah, I mean, I have a new phone, so it's like I constantly losing phones every day.
I still have your number on it though.
I just give.
Yeah, your name came up immediately.
Oh, weird. Well, I never lost my number. I just lose my phones. Oh, it is. Anyway, so we're talking today about games again, about life. Wait. So I had to do posing and everything first.
If you want to. Right, that's not gay face.
Oh gosh, my hair, everything.
Plus, I look like a hot mess too. Sorry.
Dog, you don't look. I look like a mad person.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Well, I like this beat, man.
yeah, vibes.
Okay.
Conversation,
Alright.
games,
Yeah.
life.
Life is hard, but it
Well-
can be very beautiful.
Well, I'm actually more like curious about games that we used to play when we used to grow up now, because I have this thing that we kind of share stories about kind of games that we used to play as a child.
Okay.
So,
So let me see how far back you're thinking, like in the 90s.
boy, if you can go back in the days of your diaper, let it go to the days of your diaper.
Alright, now it's a diaper because I don't think I would know what to do to remote other than to put it in my mouth. I would say, let me see, games like Mario, that one.
Alright, let get a little bit more challenging because
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt was a vibes, you know.
Duck Hunt was challenging.
I
this
remember.
time.
Okay, so my family never really used to have a Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
My other family in Europe had the Nintendo with Duck Hunt.
Uh-huh.
So I remember every so often we used to travel quite down Europe just to
Yeah.
play Duck Hunt for that experience now.
Of course.
You know, if I look at Duck Hunt now and try to play it, I'd be like, what kind of fucking shit is this?
Because we passed that long time.
I mean, I can respect the retro style of art, but
Of course, nostalgia. We are that nostalgic generation. Huh?
not nostalgia is vibes. But I'm gonna challenge you and I wanna say games that are outside of video games, dog. What games you used to play, like,
Out
for
in
example,
the
yeah, the yard. For example,
yard. Scooch.
Big Stone. No. You can't play Scooch with Big Stone.
No, you're mad, but it was with a cricket ball. You know the red
Cork ball?
Yeah, the cork ball.
What is wrong with all yeah, but
Dan, listen,
I mean,
I grew up around like even there's a standpipe and thing, and
oh wait. You from well, I ain't gonna put no locations.
Yeah.
You from la 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 la.
yeah.
Did you guys play water bag war?
Of course.
Bah!
You mean? Dan, let me tell you, things were so bad at us. You remember them sucker bags and thing?
Yes.
Right, what we used to do is like, you know, when you bite the little edge of the sucker bag, it suck out the juice. So right, what it is that we still keep those sucker bags and tie back the edge. We pull it back up in water, tie back up the edge where we bite off, and use that.
Dog, oh, you're vicious. I mean, we used to just buy the pack of
No.
bags and just literally run around the places.
Dad, when I tell you that it was like about, let me see, about 15 of us in a very small house. See the small house that was next to where I live in now? That all of us used to be living in there, and it was just me and my cousins. I was the only kid from my mom. Yeah, you know, I talk about like didn't have enough beds, so you had to sleep on a mattress in the living room kind
Boy,
of.
I remember that was. I used to sleep. Yeah, it was four. We used to sleep on one mattress, like my brothers, and my sister got the next mattress.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to just sleep and stay still.
Yeah, that was mad. But I was talking. All right, back to water bag war
Gaming,
because
yeah,
you know,
water bag war.
no, we're still on gaming, because
Yeah.
water
Well,
bag
that
war
is
was
a
a
game.
serious game,
Very serious.
I mean, I remembered a time. It was evening time,
Yeah.
and we had a drive-by water bag launch
Wow, I
down.
don't know about a BMX or what?
No. I talk about a white panel van pull up in front of my house
What?
with men with buckets and buckets just lacing men on the wall. I was like, well, all right. So basically, my house was the block now. Like everybody used to line in front of my wall.
Like who had access to a van as children? No, they were.
Dog, it got serious. It just got real serious. it had a point when it had, so we had like 3 major lanes.
Yeah.
And it had a time when one man get catch, they take him to the next lane, tie him to the lamppost, and just douse him with water until he starts to cry.
Execution style.
But you know, the moment he cried, game done.
Yeah.
Men stop and it's like, alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably like the only. That was like a big community game back in the day, and I was like, that was like the best time, especially during the summer.
Just enjoy them all the day, man.
Oh,
Good times.
so what other games we looking at?
Let me see. Another one is the basic like cricket where it's like you take a plywood and you cut it into a shape of a bat. Somebody with a tennis ball or something. Yeah, not the cock ball like earlier. Hell. Because after one of my cousins lost his teeth,
Boy.
we parents never allowed us to have a cock ball ever again.
I had a time when my brothers and I used to play
Yeah.
cricket with a big stone and a plywood.
Hey.
But no, here's the funny thing about that. I was bowling, right?
Right.
And my brother was batting.
Right.
And he lined up a shot that hit me directly in the middle of my forehead.
Ooh, he tried to kill you.
No. The whole thing is that what he was saying is, it's like the moment I fell down,
Yeah.
and he was like, don't cry.
Of
He didn't
course.
care if I was dead or not. He just hoping that I don't cry, because
Yeah.
you don't want mommy to come out and just beat everybody.
Yeah, man. that was real fair for us as children, you know, when your parents.
Boy.
Yeah. Oh, I just now posted this up on Facebook the other day. Like, you don't know real boy days unless you never get licks from your parents because of an arcade.
Dog, you don't know real boy days unless you break a window playing football on the streets.
With some kind of ball. It don't necessarily have to just be a football. Like,
Dog,
because-
chubby bottle.
Oh, what?
Boss, I played football with a chubby bottle, fill it up with a little water, and you have
yeah.
your little sweat, your little two slippers on the side.
I need to know how you managed to raise this chubby bottle. Were you actually playing raise or something?
No, we're talking about legit 3-man aside sweat on the street with your slippers.
Chubby bottle.
Yeah, chubby bottle.
How hard will they kick that bottle for it to hit the neighbor window? That's what I want to know.
Dog, I don't even know. I was keeper.
How you do?
But you know what's the biggest problem though? That was my window. You see, because everybody used to play in front my house now. I tell you, my house was the block.
Yeah. What your mother say?
What my mother say? What my mother do? I can't leave. I can't scatter anywhere. I had to go back in the house.
Legs. Wait, it was you who kicked it?
Nah, no, you're mad.
Now let's see who had to get it buff.
He get it, but he get it licks. Oh, no. Licks was
Wait, not
shit.
everybody get licks.
Can't remember, but I know that was a black day in the day, because we ain't play football like that after like a while. But until we grow up older, and we kind of then go to the savannah and play it around that sports now. But
Makes sense.
makes sense now. Yeah, what other yard games you used to play though?
Well, let me see. Well, as I said, all of us used to be in the house, but then after a while, everybody go their way. So I get to start playing with the neighbors and stuff, and we had bikes. I mean, I was fortunate to get a bike.
Oh,
I
wow,
should say
fancy.
I should say multiple bikes because I run through them then. But one or two I did actually get to like put together myself and stuff with the parts that break down.
Oh,
But,
Dog, I had 2 bikes that I built from trash house. And I mean, you literally kind of go...
mad respect, Dan. Nah, I have to say, mad respect.
Dog, both of them get stolen.
People are wicked out here.
Boy, I remember my brother borrowed it, and he was going down the others. I don't want to call them places.
Yeah.
But, alright. You know where you was living?
No.
You know where you was living?
Yeah.
Okay, I lived on the next side of the hill now.
Oh, you live there?
Yeah?
When?
That's where I was living, dog.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, well, I remember.
Right, and then
I went
after-
by you once.
Yeah, you went by. Oh, God,
Yeah.
so yeah, you went by me.
Yeah.
And then after, on the next side of that hill,
Right.
My brother go and borrow the bike to go and do some kind of errand. Get stolen. Sour days, man. But
Niggas don't like to see niggas happy. That's why I saying it.
yeah, next bike, that going through. Neighbor borrow it.
You need to stop learning those things.
I like people too much. What can I say?
We still need more people.
Yeah. What else are you thinking about?
So another game I played as a child was very cliche game, hide and seek. But here's the thing, it wasn't just centered like in one house. It would be either in the house, in the yard, or somewhere within the whole block.
Dog, I played out once. But not in my block. When I was by my cousin, quite.
So then behind God's shoulder.
Boy, I didn't even know where I was and I was hiding.
Oh shit.
I'm thinking back in the now, I was like, I'm probably freaking out. Some people is like, whose child is this? Why is she in my yard
Oh god,
hiding?
and he's light skinned. We don't want that.
Yeah, no, none of that.
Must be somebody of importance.
Well, let's not disturb him, because clearly if we do, police will come and interfere, so let him be who he's being. And I'm just in the bush here looking good half an hour. Nice and good vibes.
You know, I can actually remember some of your pictures from way back when.
Oh?
Like Facebook.
Oh.
You know, Facebook does like to show people old things.
Oh, hey, remember this?
Yeah. It's like, oh god, why remind me of that? But yeah, it's like, yeah, I would probably think that if I see like a kid like you that's in the bushes somewhere, I'll be thinking like, well, stereotypically, yeah, let's leave him alone. You know, I don't want police come and ask me anything.
That's a bit classist though. Like, I mean, we both grew up in the same area and all that stuff, but because I was lighter skinned, I rich now. It's like, girl,
that's the irony. I would blame TV. We were brought up a certain way and just start to realize how much bullshit we were led to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plenty bullshit. Where it is like, okay, somebody of this kind of person would be this way or something like that. Like, for instance, like a lot of my friends, and this is something that I recently find out, like the way how I just get on and stuff, they say they would never think that I'd be living in a house like that.
Boy, nobody would disbelieve me when I say I come from these places.
Yeah.
I mean, I can put on a different kind of persona, obviously, but when I say, well, yeah, this is where I grew up, it's like, you lie. Yeah, no. I take you for this man living down west.
Yeah, that kind of shippiness.
But, you know, you play with it. Because, you know, that sometimes I'm doing me, I could get out of it anyway. But
it's life.
Back to more gaming tangents.
Okay.
Class wars. I know we ain't go to the same
oh
school.
My God. Hey, listen. Here now, back in primary school, we're not allowed to say the names of the school anymore.
No.
Okay.
Remember, this is Nameless.
Nameless, right. Back in primary school, class wars was a very real thing. If men violate, they get cup.
The cup, oh good!
Again,
styrofoam cup you're talking about there, you know.
Yes, man.
I remember assassinating
men. You know about that.
I remember assassinating man with a styrofoam cup.
And like that would be the shot will go off inside the school, like you just have
nah.
Like, oh shit, somebody get hit.
I have one better.
What's that?
Rubber banos.
Oh no, listen.
And when men make them paper bullets.
Not only just the paper bullets, when men go as far as to like take a hairpin and bend it in, yes.
What kind of?
You'd be surprised. That can actually pierce human skin, eh?
You're like 8 years old at that point in time, dog.
Listen, it was my primary school that caused the whole conflict about like they no longer want school children in stores back in them days.
Wait, or you take it outside the school? Or you stupid?
No, it wasn't. No, not that. Our school just started stealing from stores. And we were smart about it. It was fellas from my class that started that shit.
Dog. So you see, you ruined the fun for everybody else.
Not me.
You guys, your primary school, you're their representative now, you know.
Yeah.
On their
Especially
behalf.
when in the capital and all kind of crap. So, and it was one of them known schools. So no matter what, so news will hear about it. So yeah.
Era of Blade.
I loved it. I miss it.
Dog.
It was fun.
Our Blade wasn't even blades. I remember it being corks.
God, the plastic thing. Oh God, man, the corks.
Yes.
Shit.
And you to get the ring. You know how they have the cork that you had to twist open and you have
And they turn it over and they make the blades itself for the ring.
Yes.
For the
And then you
corks.
take the thumbtack and you go.
Yeah.
And then one man will have a blade because you know the mother love him. And he'll come there and now your little corky had to go against a man who have a real top spin and I was like, you know.
I saved my money to get a Beyblade, but that was quite when I reached like Form 1.
And also remember pitch.
I barely played pitch.
Yeah, I mean
I played it, but I barely played it. Compared
I think
to like
pitch
other
was
things.
like classic. Like if you was pitch, you're sophisticated because you was in that deep marble culture because there was a whole economy.
You know,
Dog, I got a slug and that made me feel real bad.
I had a container.
Yeah, but you want the marbles because that showed like you're rich, you know, like your quality. Yeah, I play real games, these are my marbles. But when it comes to
Yeah.
actually playing pitch, you suck.
Nah, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had a good collection. Man. Like, I mean, of different kinds, cat eye, all kind of cool stuff. It was real cool.
Stadiums.
No, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I steal a good bit of them. So, hey, you grew up in the ghetto. You gotta do some
Hey,
stealing.
no judging. Secondary school games.
I honestly
Class wars
I-
got serious.
class was got more serious. Like when men start going into the metal class and start sharpening their metal rulers and shit. Yeah. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I seen men get chopped, dog. I seen the biggest fight for me was when these two fellas, and it looked like something that came straight out of a TV show, like an anime or something. Where it is like both of them have long piece of metal in their hand and they walking into each other. They had a crew behind one another. One come from one side of the yard, the next one come. I was like, oh shit, things gonna get serious. It's about to go down. Let me see what going on. Now this chipping is what men like to do in Trinidad. And as an experienced fighter as well. It's like this whole thing of when it is that you walk straight up to the man
Face so good.
You have
I remember
a
that.
long piece of metal in your hand. Both of y'all. But you want to go up to the man face first.
Yeah,
Before you
Lashman.
could just
Lashman.
That exactly.
That was it.
Shit.
That was like, you know, as a martial artist, it's like
You don't even want anybody close to you.
you don't want to give off your first blow. It's like what
Exactly.
kind of shitness is that?
Because
It's
as
like,
far as I see it, you look to lash me, that could be the blow that end me.
yes. So that was just the funniest about it. Is the most ranking because you don't want to be the one to strike first, but you want to beat up the man.
You want it. Yeah.
Wow, games just turn real bad real fast there. boy.
So, I ain't finished telling the story. So, here it is now. That same shipment is happening. Both of them have a long piece of metal in here. And then, plot twist. The man, one of them just dropped the metal, grab on to the fellow who still had the piece of metal in his hand, lift him up in the air, and literally slam him through a teacher's windshield. Teacher's car windshield. Literally slam through it. You see the whole school start screaming, oh shit, and thing like that. Now, what was funny is like the teacher had to come and open the car because the car was locked and the kid was stuck, and of course he couldn't pass through. Hey.
Dog.
You know, and it was also our school that started the whole crowning teachers with bins and thing, or like throwing it down from some
Are you
floor.
it sounds like you went to the all the schools that's just ruined the fun for everybody.
Yeah, I went to all the well-known bad schools. Like, no, it's good. No, the schools were good academically, but because of the location and some of the people who goes in there.
So you were the proper bad boys, but not the other bad boys.
You can say that.
You're the educated bad boys.
Now I'm good at that. wouldn't go that far.
Well, we lucky we had girls. So.
No, but I had girls when I went to secondary school. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, primary school was just boys. I told my parents, hey, scene, I want to see some girls.
Dog.
I fed up a scene.
In primary school, we had the weirdest structure for a school out because it was an all-boys school, and then they had this big-ass gate that blocked the boys and the girls now. So we just realized we went to the same school. And we forget that we went to the same school.
Oh shit! Listen, I could call some teachers' names right now.
Don't call no names.
I know. I would love to.
No
Okay,
names.
okay, Ray, that's now.
Alright. Alright, so since we went to the same school,
Yeah.
you know about the big gate that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was so stupid, eh? I mean, you could even go through the back and pass through the church and still get to the girls' school from there.
I think we don't really sell about school we go through.
No. There's
No,
plenty other schools that have. There's
I'm
many
pretty sure-
other primary schools that has a
Alright,
church
shout
in
out to
it.
anybody who knows who the school we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're shouting out to all of you guys today.
Big up,
Wow.
fellas. Big up.
Anyway, have you ever tried playing with girls as a child?
Yes.
How's your experience?
I get licks from them teachers and they catch me over there.
Nah, you see, you're not smart now.
No, I went after school.
No, see, one of my friends was one of the teacher's sons now. Or the girls' school teacher's sons now.
Right.
So in the afternoon when they had to go and drop
Yo.
home. Why do you think we know we're brethren? I'm sorry.
We know who we've been talking of. We both know who he's talking about, right?
We real forget who how we can't establish each other. Then.
Yeah.
Wow, brethren.
Hey, life. People come and go and come back. That's how it is.
You know, yeah, that's how it vibes. So yeah, back to my story because these girls destroyed me. Like they, because big man thing, I was the smallest micro child you
What
probably
color
ever
you
seen.
was? Green?
Yes.
You was green. I remember you.
You remembering? You was blue.
I was red, though.
No. You was wait.
I was red.
You was red.
I
Yes.
was red. Blue. I was in secondary school. I was in blue.
School games, dog. You're talking about school games now.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Like the school games that they had in school.
I think it's very necessary for children to grow up with like a sense of clan. You know?
Well, so far you talk about clan in a way that was interesting because we kind of had wars, class wars,
Yeah,
bag wars.
yeah, it was weird, eh? Because I mean, okay, hey, see, back in primary school, one of my closest friends, right, was he was blue, but he was my close friend. But when it's sports day, we arch rivals, you know, like I hate your mother, cunt.
Full on anime.
Yeah,
I
like,
know.
Once you're not wearing the colors, like. As far as I see it, they was teaching us like gang wars from early age. Like, yo, what's your color, bro?
Oh, Ab's green.
What's your color, man? No, you in the wrong hood.
Oh.
Exactly.
Wow. So
San Andreas.
oh,
GTA San Andreas, perfect example, you know.
Grove Street.
Grove Street.
Wait, so you're telling me I'm from Grove Street because I wore green?
Yeah, you're green. You use Grove Street.
Well, see, I was the main character. Fuck.
No, you're not CJ. You far from CJ. Let me not play ourselves.
If
I would say use Ryder or something like that.
Nah. I probably no. Which one is the one that I sell out? It was Smoke.
Yeah, it was Big Smoke.
Big Smoke is sell out. Well, I know Big Smoke.
No, I didn't say Big Smoke. I say Ryder, the one who was skinny and had the shades. He was wearing no ass.
Swag. But yeah, back to the girls who destroyed me. I was trying to tell a story about how these girls were
So I did
big hardback man at the age of 8.
Yeah, but it was weird how they did develop faster than us.
I mean, as women do that
That's
faster.
true.
It was interesting. It's like the girl back in the day, you never really had any kind of sexuality with it, but you wanted to play with girls because girls were like this whole. It was
Because
like
of that gates. I think it's the gates was the representation of like how like, hey, we can't go over there. Obviously now
Dog.
we want to go over there.
yes, but I think as like if you put it in gaming terms, that was like a new location,
Yeah.
and they
we
had
was
the
trying to get to it.
and on the top of that they had the better yard to play in.
They
dog.
did.
They had the bigger yard,
Way
open
better
yard. They had and they had like games like hopscotch, numbers. Oh, dog, you used to play numbers?
Nah,
Can't tell me you ain't play numbers.
Nah, I don't remember nothing. Oh, that?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't try it. My father could see me playing that shit and
Dog, that was the
licks.
biggest hard. You had to be the biggest hardback manliness man to play numbers because it was
and
always.
not look gay.
Yeah. Well, 2020.
Yeah.
Everybody's beautiful. Whatever.
Yeah, but back in the 90s, as I was saying earlier, like things change. It literally, things will change. Like back in the 90s and stuff like that, you see boy children doing that kind of nonsense. Of course, it will be frowned upon. Now it's like, hey, okay, well, whatever makes you happy. And to me, it's like, this is just how life is. Like back then, they will have, in terms of, okay, I think we strayed from the topic.
No.
We not?
We're good.
Okay.
So don't worry about the strain. But let it just flow.
Okay, so here it is. Back then, what I was saying earlier, certain things were not allowed, and now it is allowed. Here it is. There was a time that actually alcohol was illegal. Now that, well, of course, that's legal a long time. And now here it is. Back then, weed was illegal. It's still kind of illegal, but decriminalized, as in like a kind of system in place where it is like, okay, you know what? You can enjoy it at your own home.
Yeah.
You know, right? Other than that, going outside and burning it and stuff, no. Carrying a certain amount is okay, but over that amount, no. There was a time that we couldn't even do any of that, or even now you see everyone is like growing a tree in their backyard, and it's like,
Dog.
have you seen my tree? It reached so far. Is a male or
Dog.
female? Yeah.
Dog, I knew
Things
people.
are always changing.
I literally know people dead for this drug. You know.
What?
Yeah. You know people
Oh,
are
you-
dead for the drug.
You mean from consuming it or selling it? Because I know
From having it and a man wants it and you ain't pay the man back.
oh well, right, selling it.
Dead.
Oh well, yeah. Boy, it's amazing how much people know in this now.
Dog, you don't have to hide your mic.
Oh,
here.
yeah, I say it's amazing how much people we know who in it now. You know, like
Yeah, no.
right now, knowing a drug dealer is literally not a big deal at this point. Not
Well,
just mainly for weed, but
well,
just saying.
well, depends on the drug you're talking about now.
No,
Because
I
drugs
was saying
kind of
not mainly weed anymore. I mean, weed is the most common one now. So like, you believe like, hey, we see like Karen. That is the most racial way of describing a white girl. But
Karen.
Here we have the typical Karen. You won't believe that, yo, she's this big drug lord right now, you know? Like, and she'll give you the best customer service you can ask for. Like,
good
hi,
quality.
good day. Would you like some of our finest kush? And things like that. I was like, yes, please. God damn. I wish KFC could be like this.
KFC would never be like that.
Listen, KFC is like, you have to give them customer service to get customer service. Like,
I don't understand that.
hi, good day, how are you? Can I get, and listen for it, can I get a 2-piece fries and a Coke, please? And they're doing it with a big ass smile because, you know, I have good teeth. Parents pay for it. Anyway, and it's like, we are no chicken.
The
Okay.
KFC have no chicken.
It does
Hey,
happen.
whoever was serving, you just didn't like your head house.
Hey,
They
listen.
probably look at you and be like, you know, I just don't like you. We are no chicken.
We are no chicken.
All right.
No, but that's happening.
Now we could wheel it back.
Okay, read it back, sorry.
Wheel it back.
We
Pull
went-
it in
we went too
selector.
far.
Growing up, well, the whole reason I'm with this podcast and this whole experience is that we're really trying to kind of figure out with all these games that we used to play as children, how that involve us as being adults. Because right now, let's be real, we old.
Yeah, we are.
We old. We young, but we old.
Yeah. That's
We're in
how
a
it is.
weird space because if we think of the past,
Mhm.
we're in a space where we're supposed to be already either fully have parents, fully have kids,
So we like to think.
jobs. So we like
So we were brought up to believe. So
Yeah,
we
so
brought
we
up to
brought
believe.
up to believe at this
Yeah.
critical age of ours, we're supposed to
Yeah,
have family and
everything.
children because our parents had them around this time, and then now look at us now.
Ironically, like, it's only literally no. My parents had me. My father had me much older. My mother
so
had
it's-
me just now.
So you supposed to look to have that making baby now.
No, I haven't met anyone who given me the desire to have children. Well, actually, I have my ex, but
Okay,
Sad
sad stories. I'm playing the world's smallest violin right now.
wow. So he was a good friend.
Anyway, I'm your.
It's okay, it's okay.
I'm the best friend that you forget you had.
Boom.
right.
I won't say mind blowing, but okay. No, it's just that I've come to a point where it is like everybody is just in your life at a period. People will come, people will go, people will even come back, and that's just how it is. In some, as I say, we all have lived long enough to experience all these things where it is like, here it is right now. A bully I had back in primary school. He was in first year. He was my good friend, but I had to stay back a term, and the guy was making fun of me with that. And then throughout the years, he just tormented me, and now we the best of friends.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's life.
One of my best friends was one of my bullies in secondary school. I still don't understand it.
How this happened, right?
But I think it's just because we're challenged, because we grew up in fight culture, so
Yeah.
there's no real bully. It means like if you're bullying me, be prepared to fight, because I ain't backing down.
Yeah, no choice.
Yeah, no choice.
Yeah, no choice.
And then you kind of get your respects after that. It's like, yeah,
Get some kind, yeah.
some kind of semblance of it. But so now let's fast forward a little bit. All these games that we used to play as a child.
I'm glad to see where gaming has reached.
Well, I don't know where it reached, because it reached out in a strange space of what I understand it.
Think about it, like if you were to take the games that we play now, and let's say we get a time machine and you go back in time to, let's say, about 15 years ago, and show your 15-year-old self, yo, this is the game.
No, it's not. See, the technology real bad.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I ain't saying no
bricks.
about that. Like if I show
Like-
the kind of games I play, dog, I try to play some classical games that I like Final Fantasy, and I can't stomach it because of the graphics quality, dog.
Of course,
I have been
and that was
spoiled.
that was the hottest thing back then, you know.
Dog, I have been spoiled playing games like League of Legends, playing games like Mortal Kombat 10, playing games like Tekken 6.
Yeah.
Like these.
So
I
going
remember
back to
Tekken
Tekken
3.
1 and stuff like that, it's like, ugh.
I mean, I have the nostalgia for it,
Yeah, of course.
but at the same time, you
Nah. You can't do it.
games evolve in a very technical way, dog.
Just like us.
I don't know.
people.
I think we evolve
We
in a
think-
very interesting way, because
We do.
not only that our games evolve in two different ways, right? We grew up with physical gaming activities coming from where we come from, right? We still have Waterback War. We still have all these kind of outdoor gaming activities.
Children still play that?
I don't think so. I think it's more of an influential thing.
I could still see our generation looking to do some kind of madness. Like
Dog,
that.
no big man thing. If a man come out with a Super Soaker or Waterback War,
Dog, that's what I was thinking of right now. No lie. Like, hey, see.
war. I would pull out a Nerf. I mean, I bought a Nerf gun when I was like 27. And I still say it's one of the best things I
had
bought.
The swords. I went and get the swords at, at 23.
Because
Yeah.
that's my child self watching me and giving me a big thumbs up. It's like, yeah.
Exactly. Like, no, for real. Like, when you reach an adult, you don't really change from how you were as a child. You just accept that you have responsibilities. There's things that you have to get a little more serious about. That's true. But other than that, all the things that you desired as a child, and you know that you literally have the means to get them, you're gonna get them. Because listen, when my uncle was retiring from his job and stuff like that, and he had that retirement money, you know what he did? He literally bought gas-powered remote control cars, helicopters, all this stuff. And he told me, this is something I always wanted as a child, and I don't care what age I reach, I want to get it and I want to get to play it. And this made me realize the whole concept of where it is to be an adult, or what it is of growing up, is that our body's just aging, our minds will change to what is happening around us and stuff like that, or what has happened to us, childhood traumas. Anyway.
That's a different podcast.
But other than that, we're gonna be who we are, and we're gonna like what we like.
Technically, we're all just big children sometimes.
Exactly.
Can't accept it.
Shit, much of times my girlfriend just simply lie down with me and my ex, sorry, just there lie down with me while I just playing game.
Dog.
This asshole. And that's the new norm. Like, yeah, my husband wanted the PS5.
I find something really interesting though.
Yeah.
And I think this is the more of a complex one, and this might make me either a lot of friends or a lot of enemies. But I don't think girls play games, dog.
Now you know girls play games, not as much as I would say.
I think our generation of women don't play enough games. Let me rephrase that.
Dude, be careful with what you say there, true. Because
I tell you, I'm either making a lot of friends, a lot of enemies, and I don't mean it like they're not beautiful, and I don't mean it that they don't enjoy games, because there's so much of different games girls play. I just think that society created this weird system of play for females that doesn't allow them to play now.
when you say play,
I mean, growing up, water bago and all that stuff, girls wasn't participating. Growing up, I mean, yeah, we have boy days cultures,
yeah.
but I wouldn't have never seen the girls in the neighborhood coming out to play games. Just tweak it. Okay, continue, yeah. Oh, sorry, we're having a bit of technical difficulties, but we're kind of making good adjustments by it.
It keep like falling down.
Alright, let's continue the conversation while we're having some adjustments made.
Yeah.
Please stand by.
I was like, right.
Oh, so that's why you was keep leaning, and so that's I thought.
it was going down, so I was like just following it.
I was saying like, oh, you was trying to like, so I was like this cool guy, I was like, oh, you getting comfortable, but I don't understand.
Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, but I lost my trail of thought just now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I was basically trying to say, dog, is like, females have so much potential. They're beautiful and as gamers, I don't think they got enough chance to play. If you understand.
It's turning around though. I'd say it is turning around tremendously. Right
How
now
so?
there's this girl I'm talking to on Facebook, and like I'm actually hoping it could be a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, man, like she's a gamer. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. Like one or two times we like actually hook up on PS4 and be some of it. And she cut my ass dry. Like, listen, this girl said to me some 50% combos, yo. It's like, what? Yeah, I'm like, look at me trying to find out where I need to go and buy a ring.
Cause she beating you.
Yeah, it's like,
That's it. Yeah.
Exactly. But back then it wasn't a thing with girls. I would say because like brought up, see, double standard thing where it is like, okay, boys and their toys and girls with their dolls and stuff like that. As I say, things would change. Boy. You don't find so?
No. I had I had a memory where I get.
Have you watched TikTok lately?
I don't touch TikTok.
Yeah, listen, that's you old people way of thinking. But
No. I know my attention span done already short. If I'm on a social media that is shortening my attention span even more, I am gonna have ADHD or something.
Wow.
So
hyper.
Yeah, I can't. I think what's happened with social media, it's getting shorter. It's not giving you time to pay attention to things. Like, for example, this podcast gonna go on for long minutes, but I'm pretty sure
nobody will have that time to even listen to all of this.
So we could say a lot of shit, but a lot of only probably a handful of people are gonna hear this conversation.
Yeah,
and that's real cool to me.
Yeah, that's no sin.
So yeah, I don't like TikTok. You're wrapping up.
Okay.
Closing points about games.
All right. Well, as I said, we're in a generation where it is that games play a very huge part in our lives. It's now creating even more jobs, that's for sure, especially for people, especially for artists, not just graphic designers, but like even, let's say, technical drawers and all that stuff.
Also for mathematicians and numbers.
Exactly.
Programmers, everything.
Actors as well too.
Players too.
Exactly. There are literally people who are making a living off of just playing video games and stuff like that. And a good living too.
I mean, it's not just games too, like video games too, because there's also Carnival you can think of as a game. I mean, the other day we just say Carnival is going to be shut down, but I don't believe that's actually going to happen.
We'll see what happens. It's. I learned that life is incredibly unpredictable.
And let's have fun with it. And I think that's
the main thing we need to try and do. Try and make ourselves happy while we're here, because we're only here just this one time. So do the best you can and live and let live.
That's a vibe.